No way! I'm living... Am I playing as the bloodline of William Bruce? Wow! Oh, what the fuck is this? This is known as the Scarlet Room, and this is where most of the saloon's real business takes place. Pearl stands in front of the fireplace, daydreaming and humming a soft tune to herself. Am I in a brothel? Well, look who finally shows her face. Happy to see me, Pearl? Was kinda hoping you might have moved on to fair pastures. Sure as heck fire ain't no use in staying around here. Would have been better for the girl too. The crystal is no place for a sweet little thing like her. You just want old Bill for yourself. Let's not fight I don't know what to say. I don't know what's happening, first of all. I don't know why I'm mad at old Bill for something. There ain't no use in me staying. Wish you'd pull your weight around here, that's all. It ain't like you're bringing in any money since old Bill took you out of circulation. Far as I can tell, all you do is mope around all day long. What is that you do for the saloon anyhow? I do more than you do. Don't worry, I'm done with this place. All you ever do is spread your legs. Working back and spreading your legs for all the drunken louts who stumble in here. Don't forget where you come from, Annie. Ain't been so long since you were doing this yourself. Oh shit! Maybe you'll be doing it again soon as Bill realizes there ain't no other use for you. What else you want? The stranger. What about the man in the black downstairs? Don't even want to talk about him. Nobody tells Pearl they ain't interested, Eddie. Nobody. Okay? Zeke. Not really. It's been a year since he last took a tumble with me. Guess some men just can't keep it up in their old age, you know? He turns soft in more ways. The other day, he even turned away this one girl. Ada has who come into the saloon looking for work. Said she was too young. Like we can afford to be choosy right now. Good for him. If she was too young, she was too young. Good thing someone around here has a heart. Yeah, a big enough heart to throw her right out on the street. She would have been better off here, earning money at least. Goddamn do-gooders, the pair of you. I have no idea who the hell these people. I have no emotional connection to anyone, that's the thing. You mean old Bill's shadow? He's been doing just fine as far as I can tell. He likes to drop in on me now and then. He ain't married, and a man's gotta satisfy his needs somehow. Wait. Old Bill's shadow? Does he ever get rough with you? I don't know why I'm starting up this conversation with him. Ernie, heck no. If I were just some street whore, then he might. But I'm Billy's most valuable piece of merchandise. Ernie would never do anything to accept old Billy, you know that. Okay, how's the old guy himself? You know, something strange about old Billy lately? Can't say I have. He's been waking up in the night with these nightmares. Oh, sorry, I guess you don't want to hear about that. I know you two have been sleeping together. More than a sample, Annie. I'd say your man likes a good bit of feasting, if you know what I mean. Whenever you leave him in a foul mood, I know just how to get him all smiling and satisfied again, like last night. Actually, you're right, Pearl. I don't want to hear about it. Suit yourself. What the hell am I doing in this place? Did you happen to see Father Augustine hanging around the saloon? I sure did. A strange sight to see, especially since old Bill had to ban him from the place not so long ago. What? Suppose you reckon he doesn't have to obey anyone but God himself. Must be nice. Why doesn't old Bill kick him out? He must have changed his mind, I'm guessing. Old Bill has been going to the church more recently. They seem to be getting along pretty good. He best not outstay his welcome though. I bet he's keeping my customers away. What about Jonesy? Don't know her. Not so much. She keeps herself in the kitchen these days. Always feels like thinks she's better than me. None but a damn kitchen wench. That's what she is. She ain't no better than me. Cool, I'm leaving. You know, I should really think about what I'm saying to these people, because it helped me out so well last time. What? Okay, so I can't look at this weird box on the table. Okay, I'm just searching room by room. So I need something to frame people with, and then something to murder someone with. What room did I just walk into? The room is shared by the girls who work at the saloon full-time. Pearl is the only one sleeping here now. Ever since the last girl fell sick with one of the disease of passion. Oh, she got AIDS. The bloodstained rag is evidence that old Billy has had one of his regular disagreements with Pearl recently. Sadly, it's not anything out of the ordinary, but the girls all come to expect a beating now and then. However, you wonder if you could use this item to advantage in some way. No, I'm leaving it. I don't know what to use it for, and I don't know why. A nice dress. It looks better than Pearl is wearing. Okay, what is this? The customer must love this one. Cool. Ooh, a bottle. You recognize this is the tincture of opium, often prescribed by the town doctor to women who suffer from serious aches and pains. Apparently, Pearl is one of these women. There's not enough in the bottle to cause an overdose, but perhaps this could be a useful piece of evidence if planted in the right place. If you take the laundry out, you can still carry one more. Okay, no. I don't know where I can use any of them, and I don't know what to use any of them for. This is the main problem. What the hell is this? You sit gingerly inside the bathroom that you share with your daughter Jenny, and you hope that this is the last time. For so long you have been wanting to escape this awful place. Please tell me you left a gun in here. On top of the cabinet is where you keep the spare key to this bedroom. You develop the habit of sleeping with the door locked after all those nights when old Billy got drunk and angry about some imagined misdeed. At least you could keep Jenny safe. You wonder if the bedroom key could be useful in one piece of evidence. Okay, maybe. I don't know, but maybe. Okay, come on, okay, so maybe I can use the bedroom key for something. I don't know what. I just don't know what. Oh, who is this? You can't help but realize a sigh of relief when you don't see any sign of old Billy in his bedroom. He must be outside on the balcony. Ah, fuck. I need a murder weapon? However, you feel the urge to weight of the silver candlestick in your hand and decide it would be far too flimsy to use as a weapon. Agreed. What's in here? He wears the key on a chain around his neck, so you have no hope of getting in here. Okay, what's in here? When you check the lid, you are quite surprised to find this small chest unlocked. Old Billy is usually quite vigilant about keeping his valuables under lock and key. There are many glistening items of jewelry and memorabilia piled inside. Sitting on top of the pile is most treasured possession of all, a golden pocket watch. Okay, I'm gonna leave that because I don't know what to use it for. Is that a gun? For as long as you've known him, old Billy has slept with a loaded 6-shooter sitting on his bedside table. It's probably smart given the number of former associates he's double-crossed over the years, though it could just as well be used against him. Okay, it's small enough to conceal. No. I need more things to go on. What's in here? Nope. Nope. Fuck that. Fuck that, I'm not ready to kill him. I don't know who to frame first of all. Okay, I don't know why I checked that, but there needs to be something I can use. The glass bottle. Everyone's gonna hear the 6-shooter if I use it. What's this? What's this? The bag seems to belong to the man in black. You have a feeling he might notice if you start rooting through it. Ooh! I can frame this person! It's perfect! Who the hell's in here? Oh, hi, it's you. Hey, girl, how you doing? Hey, Josie, what's cooking? Roast pork, Billy's favorite. Figured it might calm him down to have something he likes. Best thing for all of us is to keep him happy right now. Daddy said that he heard you two in a fight again last night. Are you okay, Annie? Nothing happened. Zeke is exaggerating. Sure, he does that sometimes. Only I wonder, if things weren't that bad, why'd you take little Jenny away? That was nothing to do with what happened. Yes, nothing to do with what happened last night. Jenny just needs some time away from the saloon, that's all. I guess that makes sense. It ain't the best place for a child. If you ever want to talk, Annie, you know I'm here to help. I care about you, and Jenny too. Thanks, Josie, that means a lot. You really need something, Andy? Sure, what about this, stranger? Oh, the English fella? Oh, I met him on my way in this morning. He was showing off to some young lads out in the street. I invited him to come have supper here, but I didn't expect him to take me up on it. Seemed the Christian thing to do. He's been raising a few eyebrows around town, so I doubt anyone else would have invited him to their table. I always see him raising eyebrows. Because he ain't from around here. Folks in this town are too suspicious of outsiders. Okay, I know who to frame, but how do I frame him? Seem to you lately. He ain't noticed anything peculiar about his behavior. He's been off his food, I can tell you that much. Ernie. Not really. Some of the other boys Billy keeps around like to leer at me sometimes, but I can handle them. You know how they are. As for Ernie, I don't think I'm really his type. How do they get along? Sure, Ernie's his most trusted friend as far as I can tell. Always like to have him by his side when he's doing business. Makes him feel safer, I guess. Zeke, how's he doing? Now he's doing alright. Oh, that's her dad. He's out tending the bar if you want to ask him anything yourself. Okay, I should. I saw him at the piano. I'm laundering a few clothes for him out back. Gotta feel sorry for a man who's got no women to take care of. Oh, I think I have an idea who to frame. God knows this town needs a man like him, even if he's been a little frightened at times. Frightened in what way? Oh, he can summon the hellfire sometimes, especially when it comes to the horn and gambling. It doesn't seem like the man paid much heed, but it scares me. Did you know he keeps snakes as pets too? No, I can't say I did. It's like he has no fear at all. The way he handles those slithering little devils, I got the chills just thinking about it. What about Pearl? Not today. I reckon she'll want to stay in her room as much as possible. Old Bill won't bother her so long as she keeps serving the customers. She doesn't like old Bill. Oh, she adores old Bill. That ain't the reason she's keeping herself hidden away. Pearl probably loves old Bill even more than you do, Annie. I probably don't love him. Oh, I'm sure she does. Okay, I'm bye. Okay, so what's outside? Wait, is there a thing, something I can use here? So it's tonight's no exception. Okay. What about this thing? Can I hit him over the head with a bucket? Okay, I'm going outside. Oh, who are you? There you are, sweetheart. Old Bill's getting worried. I bet he was, Ernie. Oh, if you or Jenny didn't show up by sundown, I was meant to go out looking for you. Sometimes that won't be necessary after all. Damn shame. Could have used some excitement around here. You enjoy beating up little girls, Ernie? When you damn near wrenched my little girl's arm clean off. No need to exaggerate, Annie. The girl was fine. It's your own fault, anyhow. If you didn't keep running, old Billy wouldn't have to send me to bring you back home. Anything happens to that girl is on your conscience, Annie, not mine. Take some responsibility, Ernie. Yes. Just doing my job, Annie. Some you know the first thing about. However you feel about Billy, he always takes care of you and the little one. No reason you should have it bad unless you make it that way. Unless that pretty little head of yours for a change, you'll figure it out sure enough. Oh, use that pretty... I can't read. Okay, so who's the stranger? Anything about the band back in the saloon? Oh, I know something about him, alright. More than he'd like. Heard he was over at the Majestic asking questions about some of the folks around living here in town. He'd best keep his nose out of other people's affairs. We don't need any foreigners stirring up any trouble. Has he been asking about old Bill? Nope, doesn't give a damn about Bill as far as I heard. Had a warning he might have been asking about me enough. Though, if he is who I think he is, he'd best watch his back around here. Okay? Shit, he's a bounty hunter, isn't he? Zeke, I wouldn't worry about him, darling. That old man knows how to take care of himself. You ever see him shoot a rifle? That man's a crack shot. I always tell him he's wasting his talents behind that bar. Ought to be out with me and the boys doing the real work for old Billy. He's a big cut that way. Where'd he learn to shoot? The way I heard it, he worked as a tacker down in Mexico. Back in his glory days, they used to pay real good money for scalps. $200 for a brave, $100 for a woman. Oh, what the fuck did I go? What timeline is this again? So much for kindly, gentle old Zeke, eh? Reckon he'd probably kill more folks than anyone else in town. Nor he don't like to talk about his past much. Holy shit, this is going exactly like the first round. Might even pay her a visit myself after supper. I could use a little tenderness. Old Bill? You ought to know that better than me, Annie. All I know is he's real ticked off about you taking his girl away like that. I wouldn't recommend you repeating that little performance. I'm gonna attempt it again. Have you seen Father Aston back in the saloon? Yeah, I seen him. It's strange for a holy man to be hanging out in a place like a place as filthy and sinful as this. Mind you, he ain't always been as squeaky clean as he likes folks to believe. Remember how things were in Willowtown before the war, back when he started the church of his? Free starters and raiders scuffling over. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that word. Never back a damn about it either way myself. The preacher, though, he weren't afraid of getting his hands dirty. How did he get his hands dirty? The war didn't come out of nowhere. Everyone knew they'd be fighting sooner or later. When the immigrants from New England came to settle in Willowstown, there were those that saw fit to arm them with rifles. That way they'd be ready to handle the border raiders out of Missouri when they came in force. They slipped with those rifles in carts marked Bibles, so they say. Father Axton was one of them who distributed the guns. Huh. So you see, he ain't a meek and gentle as all of us. As all that. He's got a fire in his belly like the rest of us. What about Josie? Sure seems she and her old man having a hard time of it lately. Told her that's none of my concern. I sure as heck ain't gonna show them any charity. They ain't having none money problems in this town. Besides, she knows she can always get some extra work around here. Has she asked Bill for a raise? Has she? Nah, I don't reckon her old man would allow that. Besides, she seems grateful enough for what she gets from him. She don't blame old Bill for her problems. Unlike some women, oh fuck you. I'm done. Fuck you. What the hell? Rifles? Old Bill always keep a collection of rifles and other firearms handy. They're almost used for hunting these days, but his goons have been known to use them for other purposes. They might be damn noisy, but with a weapon like this, there could be no mistake. And no better way to make sure that a man is good and dead. Wait, carrying a rifle beneath your coat will be awkward, but you could come back to collect one later. No. I don't know what I should use and what I shouldn't use. Ernie's saddle and saddlebag sits in the center of the small table. There doesn't seem to be anything inside. Okay, bye. Oh, where the hell am I going? Is that a snake? What are these? The pitch black garments hanging on the washing line could only belong to Father Augustine. You check the pockets but find them to be empty. Interesting. Interesting. And there's and there's old Billy. I want to kill him should I kill him? I don't know, nor do I don't know if I should, nor do I want to attempt it. Okay, so here's what I'm planning. I could blame the stranger. I could blame him. But how? I could try putting some jewelry in his bags. But, not sure how that would work. What is this? As tempting as it might be to take this rifle and blow out Billy's brains out, you decide you will have to have a much better chance of getting away with it if you wait for the right moment. Fuck. What is this Bible? One of old Billy's favorite pastimes of late is to outline verses in the Bible which he believes support his brutish and vengeful way of life. For example, the phrase, "Who sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed," has a thick black line around it. This could be a useful piece of evidence. If you take the Bible, you can still carry one more on your... Okay, maybe. Oh, I wonder. Okay, so if I can blame the... I'm gonna blame the priest. I'm a bad person. Okay, so... I have the Bible. I'm gonna try the bottle. I'm gonna try the whiskey bottle. Look like they're as sharp as a knife. Yeah, I'm taking the bottle. Holy shit, guess that means supper is ready. Okay, I'm gonna attempt this. I don't know how well it's gonna go. Probably not good. Hello everyone. Your Josie sure is one heck of a fine cook, Zeke. You've taught her real good. You ain't ever tasted my cooking, Bill. Trust me, the girl got from her mother. Where am I? Any more for you, mister? No, thank you, my dear. The meal was surprisingly delectable. I'm so grateful you invited me to dine here. Well, thank you kindly. You sure got a real highfalutin way of talking, stranger. You one of them traveling theater folks? Though you do seem like a highly observant and insightful fellow, I'm afraid you are quite wrong in this case. I'm not with the theater. Okay, I'm interrupting. Sounds like he's partitioning you, Ernie. So what is it you do, stranger? I believe that a man ought to be entitled to a certain amount of privacy in his personal affairs. Quit pestering the man, Andy. His occupation is none of your concern. I forgot to talk to Billy. You working tonight, Pearl? I could use one of your evening specials. Sure, Ernie, you drop in anytime. You best not wear her out too much. I'm still hoping to get some other patrons tonight. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. Don't you worry, Bill. I'll keep her in one piece. You could mind the bar for a while when you're down here, Josie. I need to go check on the brewery. It's better to be an improvement on the last bitch, Zeke. We got enough problems without your beer keeping folks away. Oh, Batch, I'm sorry. Holy fuck, I'm a bad reader. I don't want to interrupt. What's wrong with this? What was wrong with this last batch? What was wrong with it? It tasted like horse piss, that's what. Easy now, my beer not be the best in town, but it ain't as bad as all that. Don't you start talking back to me, Zeke, or you'll regret it. Will I? I might be older than you, Bill, but I can still handle myself, just saying. Well, I reckon I'll go see if my britches have dried out yet. Thanks again, Jonesy. You gonna be on your way home soon, father? Not that I'd appreciate your little visit, but I reckon you might be driving away our regular customers. The only thing driving away customers is the stench. Yes? Seems only fair he should return the favor. In hard times, we all need a little help from the good Lord, don't we? I just hope the preacher here infringe on my hospitality too long, that's all. Don't worry, Bill, I'll be out of your hair real soon. Good. Anyway, I'm gonna take a nap. Good eating makes me feel dead tired. Well, I don't know how this is gonna work. It's time to plant any evidence you might have checked. Then you find old Billy and settle the score once and for all. Okay, yeah, I know. Okay, let's do this. Can I get away with this in one shot? Hi, don't mind me. Any other ways could belong to you check the pockets, but seem to be empty. Oh yeah, that's right. The Bible, the pocket Bible. Blood shed for the image of God. Genesis 9:6. That's in the Bible. Do you wish to slip the Bible? Yes. Okay. You don't see me. Bye. Okay. First, I kill Bill. Then I gotta find out where the hell I'm supposed to go. Oh, I can place jewels in that person. I couldn't place jewels in the stranger's bags. Shit. I screwed up big time. Okay, Bill. Time to die. Broken whiskey bottle. Oh, why did I do that? A loud gargling scream as you plunge a sharp broken into his neck for the first time, his eyes wide with pain. And more quick lunges at all it takes to slice his throat to ribbons. Blood seeping all over the mattress. When the deed is done, you drop the ball onto the floor beside you. That was quite quick but noisy. You won't have that much time before someone comes to investigate the screaming. The balcony. The fuck? Shit, I have 9 seconds? Why the hell do they give me so much time? Talk to her. Come on. Hi. Fuck. There's a killer in the saloon. God damn it, no. Here comes the tricky part then. I should have grabbed a gun. No, I shouldn't have used the gun. That would have only made things worse. That shit's loud. Okay, is this the sheriff? Hi, Sheriff. Alright, I finished searching the saloon. I aim to figure out exactly what happened here tonight, and I reckon one of you folks knows something about it. Seems there's only one face here that I ain't never seen before. What's your name, stranger? If you must call me something, you can call me Gideon. I'm real interested in you, Gideon. What's your business here in Willowstown? All you need to know, Sheriff, is that I've never broken the law, and I'm not intent on doing so. Oh, I should have framed him! Oh, that's all I need to know. Oh, that's all I need to know, is it? How long has this fella been hanging around the saloon, Zeke? Let me think. He must have turned up about an hour before supper. He ain't caused no trouble, just been sat there at the table over there playing cards all night. Anybody speak to him? Only for him to tell him to go take a hike. Come to think of it, I did see Annie talking to him for a while. Is that right? Gotta say, I'm interested in you as well, Annie. Me? Yep, word on the street is you took Jenny across town to a hotel last night. Figure you and Bill must have had another little disagreement. Zeke, you must have been tending the bar last night. Did you hear anything? Oh, fuck. Sure, I heard raised voices upstairs, Annie's and Bill's, but ain't nothing unusual about that. What were you arguing about, Annie? About his darkness? About Jenny? About Jenny, of course! Whether it was best for her to grow up in a place like this. That figures. I bet you were concerned for her well-being as a mother. Sure I was, Sheriff. Alright, then. You hear anything else, Zeke? Sure. Next thing I heard was this. Sort of a big thumping sound from upstairs, like someone fell into the furniture. How do you explain that, Annie? I stumbled into something. So Bill didn't lay his hands on you. No, Sheriff, I was just being clumsy is all. Not sure I buy that, Annie, but have it your way. Oh, fuck. It's gonna be exactly the same way. Anyway, next thing I knew, Annie was bound down those stairs with little Jenny and the pair of them running out into the rain. That's all I know, Sheriff. Zeke, you son of a bitch. In any case, I'm gonna need to know everything you said and did after you got here tonight, Annie. Anyone here speak to her before supper? I said a few words to her when she came in. We didn't speak after that. Annie came over to have a word when I was playing on the piano. She inquired how I was doing, and I said I was just fine considering how things are here in Willowstown. She asked what was wrong with the town, so I told her what I thought. And what was that? He said everyone's at each other's throats. Oh, he said yes! I had to do something to clear it off. Really, did you say that, preacher? I might have said something about those lines, sure. Interesting. She asked if I had seen old Billy. I told her I see him at church all the time. He said he'd been coming to confession a lot. Yes, is that so? Was there a lot weighing on his mind, preacher? I can't tell you that. He came to confession, Sheriff. You know that. Well, I guess there must have been something troubling him in any case. He asked me about Zeke, too. Said he comes to church every week, but we don't get to speak as much as I'd like. You said he's been having money trouble. Yes. Oh, I could have framed Zeke! I don't want anybody speculating about my financial affairs. I'm sure you don't, Zeke, but we're talking about your boss's murder here. This could be important information. We spoke about Josie. I said how I'd like to take her on for some extra work at church. If I could afford it, I'd take her on in a second. She's a good girl. Yeah, I've always thought so as well, preacher. Thank you kindly, both of you. One more thing. She asked about Pearl as well. I don't think I see her much at church anymore. Yeah? The Bruce legacy will live on! It's true, those jerks accused me of it, Sheriff. I never stole anything. You say so. That's all I can remember. As the bartender mentioned, she did come and speak to me. In fact, I mistook her for another prostitute and tried to turn her away. Yeah, I bet she didn't look like that. She recognized my accent as being English, so I began to speak about my motherland. She asked why I did not return there, and I explained that it is not possible right now. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Anyway, that was the entirety of our brief conversation. Annie did come to speak to me in the kitchen while I was making supper. Daddy had told me about the fight she'd gotten into with old Bill last night. I asked if she was okay. She said nothing had happened and that my old man was just exaggerating. I wanted to know how she took Jenny away, if that were the case. She said she had nothing to do with it. I thought you told me Jenny was the main causer. Oh, shit! She asked me about Mr. Gideon. I said I just met him this morning. It was very kind of you to do so. And you're welcome. I think you're a perfect gentleman. Folks around here... You could be right, Josie. Go on. And she asked what Father Augustine was doing in the saloon. I told her I was laundering some clothes for him out back. You said yes. Yes. Especially the kind of things old Bill used to get up to. He was an imperfect man in many ways, Sheriff. Seems that you would think so, even more than most. Annie also wanted to know if Ernie had been giving me any trouble lately. I told her he hadn't. She asked if Billy and Ernie had gotten along. I said they were the best of friends, same as usual. Thanks, Josie, that's good to know. Oh, and she asked about Pearl too. I said I hadn't seen her much all day. She wanted to know if Pearl had been getting on with Billy. I said of course she was. Everyone knows that she adored him. It's true, I did. I think that's all we said. Annie here came to have words with me in the back room. Old Bill had a mind to send out to find her. Oh wait, I read that wrong. Told her it was a shame she showed up. I could have used some excitement. Seemed to remember her asking if I enjoy beating up little girls. She was just exaggerating though. I never hurt her or Jenny that much. Besides, if I didn't, then it's their own fault for running away. Oh fuck. She said that I ought to take some responsibility for things that I've done. Seems to me that she had a point there. Ernie, I bet you'd done some pretty bad things. Pfft, don't you start preaching to me as well, Sheriff. We spoke about Zeke for a while. Told her how he's a crack shot with a rifle. Yes. Ain't much worth bragging about in my past. I just as soon forget it. Anyway, then we got to talking about our friendly preacher here. I told her about how we weren't shy of getting involved with politics way back. I'm not? Yeah. And he asked me about the stranger in the bar. Told her he weren't welcome around here if he was gonna be stirring up trouble. Such was never my intention. She wanted to know where he'd been asking about Bill. As far as I know, he'd showed no interest in him. That could be important. Ah, fuck. What else was there? Alright, we spoke a little about Josie too. I hear her and Zeke had been having a hard time of it lately. She was grateful for what Bill gave her, though. Never went to him demanding a raise for anything like that. He was a good man. Anyway, that must have been all she said. I'm fucked. She did come upstairs to speak to me before supper. I was surprised to see her. Figured she might have left town for good this time. Told her that maybe she should have. She asked me what I meant by that, and I said she don't exactly pull her weight around here. So all I do is spread my legs. I remember that it was so much. And he used to be a working girl for old Bill. Almost forgot that. You ever think about getting revenge for those things Bill made you do? Wait, ever think taking revenge for those things Bill made you do, Annie? It wasn't Bill's fault. And I never blamed old Bill for it. The way I see it, it was my own decision landed me in that position. Can't blame anyone else. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Please buy into that. We spoke immediately about Bill as well. Apparently Annie never here knew that me and Bill were sleeping together. He never was good at keeping those things quiet. Reckon you probably didn't like that, Annie. I didn't care. You watch that mouth, Annie, or that's enough of that. Clearly your relationship with Bill was even more complicated than I thought, Andy. We spoke about the preacher as well. I said I was surprised to see him here at the saloon. I knew Bill wasn't going to kick him out though. He'd been going to church a lot more, and I knew he admired Father Augustine. Bill was a good man in his own way. Flawed, of course, but aren't we all? Finally, she asked about Ernie. I said I get visits from him now and then. She was wondering if he ever treated me rough. Told her the truth, that he never did. Of course I'm not. I'm the perfect gentleman, ain't I? I don't remember anything else about it. How about Bill? Annie, you speak to him before supper? No. You didn't? Gotta say, I find that a little strange, Annie. You're right, Sheriff. Figured speaking to him was the first thing she'd do. Oh, shit. Alright, I want to hear what happened during the Bill's last meal. It could be important. Did you cook, Josie? I did, Sheriff. Bill said he enjoyed the meal, and I remember Gideon complimented me on it as well. I was indeed a very fine supper. A couple of us tried asking him about what the hell he was doing in town. He wouldn't say. Why doesn't that surprise me? What happened then? Next thing was that Ernie told me he might come pay me a visit. That's right, Bill told me I wasn't not to wear you out for other customers. Anything else? Last I remember is I asked Josie to mind the bar for the evening. I had to go check on the new batch of beer. Bill said it'd be a better improvement on the last batch. Right. Didn't he say it tasted like horse piss? It doesn't. My beer is the best, but sounds like a touchy subject for you, Zeke. And did you, Bill, and fight about it? Well, we might have said a few words. I see. Bill also told me that I'd best be on my way, as I recall. Seems he thought I'd be scaring off his regulars. Annie brought up the fact that Bill has been coming to see me a lot of late. He said we all need God's help in difficult times. It sounds like he was going through difficult times alright. Alright then. So who was unlucky enough to discover Bill's corpse? I found him. I was enjoying Pearl's company in the Scarlet Room when I heard a noise. Raised the alarm quick as I could. Guess that gives us both an alibi, huh? Not necessarily. You and Pearl together the whole time after supper. Well, no, I went to take a leak. And I guess we fell asleep after too. Then you're both suspects just like everyone else here. Besides, one of you might have been the accomplice to the other. So where were the rest of you folks when you heard Ernie hollerin'? I was sitting in the bar, it gave me quite a scare. I was out back waiting for my britches to dry out on the washing line. Indeed, I had just finished making use of the outdoor facilities, and I was in the brewery checking on the latest batch of beer. How about you, Annie? Where were you? I was on the ground floor. In the saloon! I was here in the saloon. That's right, she was in here with me when we heard Ernie shouting. Not all that far from Bill's room. Oh fuck. It's gonna happen it's gonna happen again, isn't it? We also know that it was that old... Wait. We also know what it was that put old Bill in the ground. A broken whiskey bottle. Kinda appropriate for a fellow who ran a saloon. I saw a broken bottle on one of the tables in here earlier. Had been meaning to clear it up. Could be that one, in case anyone could have taken it. As I said, I finished searching the whole saloon already. Bill has a whole lot of business papers and such upstairs that I haven't had a chance to read yet. I'll get to them later. I'm guessing those are your britches hanging on the washing line out back, preacher? Yeah, they are. Is that your Bible? It has some real interesting verses outlined. Could be. I have lots of Bibles. Who sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. Sound familiar? I'm familiar with the verse, but I don't recall outlining it. Seems like all the other outlined verses are along the same lines. You sure have turned morbid these days, preacher. Kinda makes me wonder about you. Like I said, I don't recall outlining those verses. Right. I didn't find anything else that caught my attention anyway. Right now, I gotta search all of you. Come on now, is that really necessary? Right, so, best we get this over with. You first, Father Augustine. Okay, don't have anything on me, that's good. Last but not least, Annie? Don't be getting too handsy there, Sheriff. Relax, all in the line of duty. I fucking bet. Alright, I'm done with you. I reckon I've heard enough to come to a decision here. Please not me, please not me, please not me! Well, I thought from the start that you might have had something to do with this, Annie. To be honest, I still think you could have done it. Ah, shit. There have been some questions raised about you, Zeke, but I don't reckon you're the sort of man who would kill his boss. You're the last person in this town I would have suspected, preacher. Seems I got some more questions for you, though. Considering the way that Bill died, I don't think he could have taken his own life either. So here's what I'm gonna do. Not me, not me, not me. You're free to go, stranger. Best not hear of you cause any trouble around here. I can't read today. Don't worry, Sheriff. After this experience, I intend to leave Willstown as soon as possible. There's a few things I'm so curious about concerning you, Annie. You're gonna come with... Oh, no! Oh, wait. Oh, wait, the preacher's coming with me. Okay. Come on, not me, not me, not me, not me! Not me, not me, not me. Okay, preacher, I'm satisfied you didn't have anything... Oh, no! That's bullshit! Since the truth has set me free, it's surely a relief. Real sorry about this, believe me. You're free to go. God have mercy on you, Annie Bruce. Fuck! So, Annie, time to face the music. I got no other suspects, and my gut tells me that you're the one who did this to Bill. Can't say I blame you, everyone knows he had it coming. You'll let me go then? Sorry, Annie, justice must be served. Figures. There's someone here to see you. Oh shit, this is depressing. Jenny! Can you... Guess I'll give you two a few minutes together. Then I'll be taking Jenny over to stay at Zeke's place. Could be the last time you see her for a while, Annie. You best make it count. Jenny, you need to believe me. It was an attempt. Ma, I'm sorry, Jenny. This is all my fault. Damn, the Bruce bloodline does not go well. Okay, why do I have 13 frames? What the hell? Oh, what the hell? What are they going to do with you? There's been talk of no! I don't know. I figure this is old Bill's way of getting back at me one last time. Wow. At least there's one good thing to come out of it. He can't hurt you anymore. No, Ma, he can't hurt me. Fuck.